Hello everyone, welcome back. Savage is here, coming back with parts for what was the part? Whatever. Part 6, yes, of What If Deku had half and half quirk. Now, where we last left off, Izuku has lost his fucking memory, and after that, Bakugo and also Todoroki tried to help him to remember a little bit of things. In the end, Bakugo taking Izuku into the forest where he has fallen from the little bridge that is actually, like a falling tree has made a bridge between two places, as he tried to make Izuku do the same thing again, wishing that he might actually remember who he is. In the end, Izuku didn't remember, Bakugo getting angry on Izuku exploding his head in the end, taking him back into his mother house to sleep for the night. As don't forget to like, subscribe, and my Discord down in the description, and let's get right into it. As Izuku right now waking up in the morning and said, good morning. What's the hour right now? As after that, Izuku hearing a knock on the door. As after that, Inko come into the room and said, Izuku, are you awake? As Izuku said, who are you? As after that, Inko said, oh yeah, you still don't remember me. I am your mother. As Izuku said, no way, your hair is green. How can I possibly be your son if your hair is green and my hair is half and half? As Inko said, well, actually, that's kinda a good point. No, I'm not gonna think about that. Anyway, come, let's just eat our breakfast. As Izuku said, alright, mom. As after that, Izuku coming out and eating some breakfast with his mother. As Inko said, Izuku, could you please help me with the electricity here? Looks like the fridge has, run out of battery again. As Izuku said, what should I exactly do? Do you have some things that I could possibly use to fix the fridge or something like that? As Inko said, I was expecting that you were just gonna use your electricity. As Izuku said, what electricity are you talking about? As Inko said, your quirk? As Izuku said, what's the quirk? As Inko said, did you really forget about your quirk? As Izuku said, I doesn't even know what is a quirk. As Inko said, you know what, just don't worry about it, go into your school. As Izuku said, alright, but I would really like to go there, but the thing is that I really doesn't know where to find it. As Inko said, alright. After that, Inko said, go onto the phone and was about to call on Bakugo mother, which is of course Mitsuki, but before she managed to do that, someone knocking on the door. As after that, Izuku said, I'm gonna open up. As Izuku opened the door and see in front of him Todoroki. As after that, Izuku said, oh, hey, Todoroki, sis. As after that, Todoroki said, for the last time, I'm not your fucking sister. Now, could you please come with me? As Izuku said, where? As Todoroki said, I come here to take you to the school. I knew that you will not gonna be able to know where's you a, so I just decided to get you. As after that, Izuku said, cool. And after that, Izuku said, alright mom, I'm going. As after that, Inko said, oh, thanks Shoto for helping my son. As after that, Shoto said, of course Miss Inko. In the end, Izuku is my friend. As after that, Izuku said, alright. In the end, Izuku sitting inside the limousine and Shoto just going with Izuku into the school. As Izuku said, so what are we gonna do today? As Shoto said, well, I really doesn't know exactly what are we gonna do, but I hope it will not gonna be such a problem or such a big thing, because from the look on your face I see that you will not be able to handle anything. As Izuku said, hey Shoto, can I ask you a question? As Todoroki said, yeah, what is it? As Izuku said, my mother was telling me about some sort of a quirk and telling me to shoot electricity out of my fingers. I want to ask you, since I trust you, am I really able to do that? As Shoto said, wait, did you forget about your quirk? As Izuku said, I still doesn't understand quite what's this quirk as you is talking about. But anyways, am I really able to do that? As Todoroki said, yeah, you are able to do that. You are able to control wind and electricity. As Izuku said, wow, really? That's so cool. As after that, Todoroki said, but I suggest that you doesn't use them too much, because if you used your wind side, you will gonna, your lungs will gonna explode inside your chest, and if you overused your electricity, you will gonna stop all of your organs and also lose your memories. As Izuku said, Dad, my lungs will gonna explode? I'm never gonna use this fucking wind. As Todoroki said, oops, maybe I should have not said that. As after that, Izuku said, whatever. Anyways, let's just go into the school. And after that, Izuku finally got into the school, and Todoroki just taking him into the class. After that, Baku said, hey, Deku. As after that, Izuku said, oh, yeah, the angry Pomeranian. Hey. As Baku said, he still doesn't remember who he is. As Todoroki said, yeah, he still don't. And after that, Kirishima and the others come closer to Izuku, and they, literally surrounding him. As all of them start saying, of course, Siyu said, hey, Midori, are you okay? Kirishima said, we were so worried about you, bro. As Ida said, you've been fighting against the Nomo and you managed to defeat him and save Mr. Aizawa. You're such a hero. As Mina said, but what's happened to you? You seem so injured. As Izuku said, who the fuck any of you guys? As after that, all of them just getting shocked, and Ida said, oh, what? As immediately after that, Uraka said, hey, Midoriya, it's me, Uraka. As Izuku said, fuck off, I doesn't know anyone with the name Uraka. As Uraka immediately being shocked, and after that, Todoroki said, guys, he's lost his memories. As after that, Mina said, what? He lost his memories? As after that, Todoroki explained about the electricity thing. In the end, Ida said, oh, so that's the point. Well, I'm sorry for what's happened to you, Miss Midoriya. As after that, Izuku said, alright, Four Eyes. So, who's that Aizawa that you are talking about? As after that, they hear a sound from behind saying, the Aizawa that they are talking about is me. Hey, Midoriya. And after that, Izuku looking behind, he see only a man wearing a black suit. As Izuku said, are you some sort of a homeless person or something like that? As immediately everyone just getting shocked, and they just got hold of Izuku and said, Mina said, alright, Izuku, I know that you are lost your memories, but if you will gonna say that into Aizawa a second time, you will gonna lose more than just your memories. As after that, Izuku said, why? He doesn't seem that scary. As after that, he looking back on Aizawa, and Aizawa using his quirk, as he said, do I look scary now to you? As after that, Izuku said, yeah, kind of. I have to say that you actually kinda look scary. So, why are we even in this place in the first place? As after that, Aizawa stopped using his quirk and said, alright class, everyone just sit down. As after that, everyone sit down, and after that, Aizawa said, well, to be honest with you, we doesn't have anything today, and I'm sure that you already noticed that there is no other class in UA except you. Well, that's because we have 2 weeks of, free time for you to just train for the sport festival and everything. But since some things happened between Izuku Midoriya here and the League of Villains, and his loss of memories, we decided to train you for the next 2 weeks in UA, and also you might be able to help Midoriya recover his memories. Alright students, as after that everyone just agreed to that, and Izuku said, Mr. Aizawa, can I ask a question? As Aizawa said, sure thing, Midoriya, what is your question? As after that, Izuku said, I wondered, who's even the one that, the head of this school, or, the principal? As after that, Aizawa said, nah, if I told you, you're gonna think I am an idiot, and you will gonna just think that I'm lying to you, so I'm better not talk. As after that, Izuku said, but I really, as Aizawa immediately using his quirk and said, shut up! God damn it, why are you so annoying more than you were with your memories? As after that, Baku said, see, I told you, he's so much annoying than he was with his memories. Duh, I really wish that to have the old Izuku. As after that, immediately Aizawa said, everyone change to your of course, gym uniform and meet me outside, alright? As after that, everyone changing to their gym uniform and meet Aizawa outside of the school. As after that, Aizawa said, good. Now, Midoriya, do you remember your quirk? As Izuku said, yeah, you didn't tell me. What is the quirk? As Aizawa said, for God's fucking damn its sake. This will gonna be such a headache and I'm not really in the mood for it, but anyways. Aizawa, focus, this is your student and he sacrificed his memories for you, so just act nicely, and if he just gone out of the way, just fucking kill him or something like that. Anyways, look, your quirk is that you have half and half abilities, wind and electricity. Now, I want you to try and control the wind and push the leaves of that tree away. As after that, Izuku tried that, but nothing happened. Aizawa after that, he said try again. As after that, Izuku tried again, but after that, Aizawa said Bakugo, explode him. As immediately Bakugo go flying on Izuku. Izuku turned around and throwing his left hand in front of him, as a gust of wind just going right on Bakugo. And after that, Bakugo said, well, this is the first time that I'm happy to be hit. Good. Now, try to do it again. As after that, Izuku tried to do it again, as this time it actually worked. As after that, Aizawa said, good. Now, try your electricity. And after that, Aizawa, of course, just continued training Izuku with the help of other Class 1A, while they are just trying to remind him of things that happened between them, the things on the bus, and everything like that. As after that, 2 weeks have passed, and Izuku really didn't change that much. His memory still lost, but you can say that he got a new ones, to say the least. As right now, Izuku, of course, in the class. And after that, he just talking with everyone else. In the end, he just go into the changing room and changing into his gym uniform, as everyone just standing inside the arena of course, the sport festival. And after that, President Mike just screaming at the mic saying, well, hello everyone into the sport festival of UA. Today you will gonna see the shining stars of the future heroes of our school UA. Now, everyone prepared, because this will gonna be such a big fight, and I'm sure it will gonna be a banger. Now, for the first round of the sports festival, it will be the race. As after that, they just explained the race, and in the end, everyone getting ready. Izuku just standing by the side of Todoroki because he feel more comfortable around her than Bakugo, to be actually honest with you. As after that, Todoroki, said, alright, good luck. And after that, Izuku getting ready to move and said, so, are you not gonna use your flames? As Todoroki said, no, I'm not gonna use them. As after that, Izuku said, alright, I'm just gonna fly. As after that, Todoroki said, so you were training on your flying ability? As Izuku said, thanks to Aizawa and his harsh training, I was able to actually, learn new tricks. I really doesn't understand how my powers actually work, at least for now, but I'm getting hold of it. As after that, of course, Todoroki said, but did you get any of your old memories? As Izuku said, not really. I still quite doesn't understand who I was before, but I have a question, Todoroki. After we done from the race, I want to ask you a question, alright? As Todoroki said, alright, Midoriya. After that, President Mike said, 3, 2, 1, get right into it, boys! As immediately after that, the door opened up as Izuku, pushing himself using the wind, start flying in the air, just trying to maneuver or just levitate. In the end, Baku just flying behind Izuku is trying to throw an explosion. Izuku just looking starts spinning around in the air and immediately just throwing an electricity wave on Bakugo, electrocuting him a little bit, making him fall into the ground and smash into the ground. As Baku said, fucking deku! As immediately he go flying again on Izuku, but immediately after that, Izuku just continue flying until he got into, of course, the first place, with Bakugo being the second, trying to capture Izuku, and Todoroki being the third. In the end, Izuku has, right now standing between everyone and prey, of course, none other than, her midnight just tell everyone about the 1 million point and everything. After that, Izuku said, alright, so I need to make a team, huh? Hey Todoroki, as Todoroki said, no, I can't be in your team. The rules said that the first 3 places could not be in the same team, as Izuku said, well, too bad. Alright, have fun, as Izuku just go away and make his own team. In the end, we're not talking about the recovery battle or whatever, he's just, let's just say he wins in the end. After that, President Mike said, well, everyone, for the rest part of the sports festival, it will be the 1v1 battles. Now, for the first round, it will be Izuku Midoriya against the, what was his name? Wait a second, guys, let me remember it. Sorry, no, wait, what is it? Yes, Shinso! As after that, Izuku and Shinso come into the ring as Izuku smiled and said, I hope that you get a nice, it will be a nice fight, Shinso. As Shinso said, fucking asshole, just don't smile on my face like this. As after that, Izuku said, why? As after that, immediately, the fight begins. As after that, Shinso said, so, you lost your memories, huh? As Izuku said, oh yeah, I lost them, really, really kinda bad. As after that, of course, Shinso just said, you fall for it. As after that, Izuku said, huh? Fall for what? As immediately after that, of course, Shinso seeing Izuku not being, being, of course, controlled under his mind control, as he said, what, why the hell you are not brainwashed? As after that, Izuku said, wait, is your quirk brainwash? That's actually such a great quirk. Why aren't you in, class 1B or class 1A? I'm sure that you are gonna be a great hero if you used it. Just imagine it being able to capture villains before they even, try to hurt anyone. So, fucking a great power. As after that, of course, Shinso said, why the hell you're not brainwashed? As Izuku said, I don't know, maybe it's because some of my brain cells are not actually functioning very well because of the electricity that I shocked myself with, made me lost my memories. Maybe that's the reason, or I don't know, maybe I'm just immune to it. As after that, Shinso said, damn it. As after that, Izuku said, well, are we gonna fight? As Todoroki, Shinso said, god damn it, why the hell is this happening with me? As after that, Shinso going right down Izuku to throw a punch. Izuku just dodging this into the left and immediately putting his hand on the back of Shinso. Of course, his left hand pushing him with a wind blast into his back, throwing him out of the ring. President Mike said, now, Izuku Midoriya wins! In the next match, Izuku getting, out of the ring and said, that was a good match, of course, Shinso. As Shinso said, get out of my way, asshole. As Shinso just left the place, and after that, Izuku said, why everyone in this school is such an asshole? Seriously, how I was even able to take all of this? As after that, of course, President Mike announced the next round, but Izuku right now just sitting down, just enjoying himself, watching the matches. After that, Izuku being called by, of course, none other than Shoto Todoroki, as Todoroki said, hey Izuku, can I talk with you on privacy? As Izuku said, sure thing Todoroki. And after that, Izuku and Todoroki go into a place to talk alone. As Izuku right now with Todoroki, as Izuku said, so Todoroki, what is it? As Todoroki said, I want to tell you about something that happened with me and my father, Endeavor. As Izuku said, oh, Endeavor? What about him? As after that, Todoroki said, you might not remember this, but my father, if you remember, he was planning for us to get married after we become a pros. As Izuku said, seriously? Such a funny joke, you really are Alright Todoroki, if this is all what you want me to know, then I'm just gonna go back into the arena. As after that, Todoroki said, you're not believing me? As Izuku said, like hell I'm gonna believe you. I know that you doesn't love me, and also, I like you more as a friend. As Todoroki said, yeah, a friend. As Izuku said, what's wrong? Why are you red? Are you seriously loving me? As after that, Todoroki said, no, it's not like that. I just want to tell you that what my father did to me. As Izuku said, alright, tell me. And after that, Todoroki started explaining her story to Izuku. As Izuku said, wow, I really didn't know that all happened because of Endeavor. As Todoroki said, yeah, he did this. As Izuku getting angry and said, and the next time that I'm gonna see his face, I'm gonna fucking electrocuting him until he even forget that he have a family. As after that, Todoroki said, what, where are you going? As Izuku said, to Endeavor. As after that, Todoroki said, wait, don't go there, you will gonna ruin everything. As Izuku said, I'm gonna fucking electrocute him. As after that, Todoroki said, wait, Midoriya. As after that, Izuku, start walking, and after that, he see that, of course, Bakugo hiding behind the wall, behind the wall, as he said, hi Bakugo, and he just continued walking until he got into Endeavor. As Todoroki coming from the same turn that Izuku taken, seeing Bakugo behind the wall, as Todoroki said, were you listening? As Bakugo said, yeah, and I think that you should stop him before he go and attack a pro hero. As after that, Izuku just continued walking until he finally got into the stage. As some people start touching Izuku, saying wow and taking, photos with him because they saw what he did. In the end, he got closer into Endeavor. As Endeavor seeing him, he said, what is it, young Midoriya? As Izuku said, I have a question. Can you come a little bit down here? As after that, Endeavor come closer to Izuku, and Izuku said, a little bit down, more a little bit. As after that, Endeavor said, what is it? As immediately after that, Izuku started engulfing his right arm with electricity, as he said, I just want to tell you that. And immediately before he managed to do anything, Todoroki getting hold of his hand and said he wanted to tell you that he's thankful for you for training him. As Izuku said, Todoroki, what are you doing? As after that, Endeavor said, alright, anytime, kid. I wish that you were gonna get your memories back soon enough so we can continue our training. As Izuku said, Todoroki, what are you doing? Leave me. As Todoroki said, I'm not gonna let you ruin your chance in UA, so come with me. And after that, she starts dragging him away. And after that, Endeavor seeing this, he actually, quite happy seeing that Izuku and Todoroki are close together. In the end, Izuku said, why the hell did you do that? I was about to fucking blow him into the moon. As Todoroki said, that's the problem. You're gonna ruin your chance in UA. And they will just gonna throw you in prison for attacking a pro hero. As Izuku said, so what? As Todoroki said, you're gonna be fucking thrown in the prison. You know what that mean? As Izuku said, that mean that your father will be thrown in the moon and I'll be happy. As after that, Todoroki said, I'm thankful for what you're trying to do for me, Izuku, but just stop doing this. As Izuku said, alright, Ice Queen. Are we gonna go into the ring or what? As immediately after that, Izuku and Todoroki go inside the ring, as President Mike said, alright, 3, 2, 1, go! And after that, Izuku immediately turned around and start walking. As Todoroki said, where are you going? As Izuku said, I'm not fighting you, I'm coming out of the ring. As Todoroki said, wait, are you serious? As Izuku said, yes, I'm going out of the ring. As after that, Todoroki getting angry and Izuku just continue walking, but before he managed to put his leg out of the arena, immediately a wall of ice being built in front of him. As he looking behind, he see Todoroki just holding her right arm. As she said, if you even try to think about leaving me here, then you are so wrong. Come back here and fight me. As Izuku said, but I doesn't want to hit you. You're too cute to hit, to be hits. As Todoroki said, come here and fight me. As Izuku said, alright. And after that, Izuku said, but just remember, I'm not gonna attack you, or at least I'm not gonna use my electricity against you. As Todoroki said, then you are the loser. As she immediately throwing a wave of ice on Izuku. Izuku immediately just dodging this into the left and throwing a wave of wind on her. Immediately she being pushed back and Izuku coming closer as he got hold of her right arm and immediately flip her above his head and smash her into the ground. As Izuku holding his left hand again, getting ready to throw another air cannon on her. Immediately Todoroki using ice, engulfing Izuku right arm with ice, and Izuku just going a little bit back so he doesn't, be so frostbite by her or being frozen. Immediately after that, Izuku just jumped back and starts, breaking the ice using the wind, just shooting like a wind cannon on his arm to shatter of course, the ice. Todoroki stand up and immediately throw another mountain of ice on Izuku. Izuku dodging this into the left and shooting another, of course, wind blast on Todoroki. Immediately after that, the match starts going for a couple of minutes, as Izuku said, "Alright, are you gonna use your fire?" As Todoroki said, "I'm not gonna use it." As Izuku said, "Alright, I'm kinda bored, so I'm just gonna walk out of the ring." As Todoroki said, "Come back here!" As Izuku said, "Then if you want me to come back here, how about you use your fire?" As Todoroki said, "Fine!" As she immediately just start burning her left side, and Izuku said, "Alright, that's what I want to see." As Izuku himself starts, some electricity starts sparkling around his right half, as their powers, Izuku putting his hand down on the ground and starts shooting a wave of electricity as much as possible on Todoroki, while Todoroki starts engulfing her left hand with fire and throwing such a beam power of flames on Izuku, as their power collapsed together. And after that, Izuku looking in front of him as he sees Todoroki out of the ring, as Izuku going closer to her and said, "Hey Todoroki, are you okay?" As Todoroki seeing Izuku so close, she actually quite blushes a little bit and said, I'm okay, just get away from me." As Izuku said, "What's wrong? Are you injured?" As Todoroki said, "I'm fine, just leave me, you're the winner." As Izuku said, "Alright." And after that, and the final match, which is of course Izuku versus Bakugo, the match was, one-sided, because Izuku really doesn't handle his powers so much as he was before, like 16 years of training with his power, and he suddenly just forgot his memories, so he's kinda not that good with his quirk now. So Bakugo was so happy, not really happy, but actually so angry that Izuku lost his memories, because this is not a real fight for him. Izuku without his memories is like a fish out of a water. As in the end, Baku just won, and Izuku taking the second place, Todoroki getting the third. After that, Izuku and everyone else just leave the place, and everyone just going back into his home. And this will leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Savage was here.